I had a bit of a tough day, so I'm just gonna vent about it. I'm not very so awesome at doing off the cuff stuff like this. I need to write a script out. I used to take improv classes. I used to be pretty decent at just talking, but not so good anymore because I like to push all my emotions way down, especially when I'm at work. But since I'm not too keen on the idea of dying of a heart attack at age 42 because of my repressed rage, I think it might be a good thing to practice talking about my days. So, let's begin. Recently, I had another injury, in my leg, the thing I used to run. I'm training for another marathon in July, and this time it felt like it was in my tendon, oh boy, right on my left hip area. And so, I waited a week, and then I decided to run again, and it hurt again. So I'm like, alright, sure, alright, well, I'll wait another week, it's fine. And so I did, and then I, took it slow, and everything was fine, and I ran a few times, and everything was fine, until today, when I'm like, alright, now I feel like I'm finally in the game, let's keep training, let's build it up again. Went a little over 10 miles, started hurting again. Not as bad as before, but enough where I don't feel comfortable training at that intensity at the moment. So I guess I gotta start running on my hands or something. Find some other way to do some cardio. That doesn't involve moving my legs much. And it's frustrating because this sort of thing happened the last time I tried to do a marathon. I did the LA marathon. I did a whole segment and a video about it where I just wasn't good. I got some shin splints. And then I wasn't able to train like I would. And I just couldn't stop thinking about, okay, well, if I didn't get that injury, I just wonder how much faster, how much farther I could have gotten. And now it seems like this is happening again. I don't know if it's my body self-sabotaging me because it's scared of what I can accomplish or to find out if I can't accomplish anything. But it just feels like the moment where I feel like I'm at the precipice of new growth, that's when something happens to set me back. And that's extremely frustrating. Speaking of extremely frustrating, or I don't know if I should whisper this or not, There's a lady in the apartment below me who, if I make the slightest noise, likes to bang on her ceiling / my floor with some broom or whatnot until I shut up. It doesn't happen often, but forget it. I'm just going to talk. She can suck a lemon. She can suck a lemon, absolutely. The other night, I was asleep in my bed and she just banged on the thing and woke me up, so she can deal. Who cares? Anyway, I was at work. Today was the truck day. I work at a grocery store. I work in a meat department. Truck day is when the truck comes, as you might have gathered. And we got a lot of beef. We got a lot of chicken. We got exactly 1 box of pork, which is fine. It was a big box, though. The biggest box of all, actually. And we had my coworker calling off of work for the second day in a row. And so I had to do it all myself. And it was a lot. It was a lot of hard work. There were probably like 200 boxes. Maybe not 200 boxes, maybe like 150. A lot of them were small, but a lot of them were like 30, 40 pounds. So having to move all of that out of various coolers and loading zones into a very limited storage space in the refrigerator, not exactly the most fun thing to do, especially when it's buy 1 pound, get 1 pound chicken breast week. Oh, baby, that sucks. Not only because the chicken breast comes in frozen, and as it melts, the boxes that it comes in start to melt with it, and so they become all soggy and hard to carry, and the chicken juice is just egregious. It gets everywhere. Oh my lord. And then all the customers come up and they're like, hey, can I have this coupon for buy one get one chicken breast, is this where I get it? And then, there's nothing wrong with that. Literally nothing wrong with that. But when you're backed up with a bunch of different work on truck day, plus you have the grinder, we do the ground beef, you gotta clean that. The saw where we cut the meat, you gotta clean that. Including everything else that's covered in chicken juice that you gotta clean 6 times because it's chicken day. It gets a little annoying, and I'm in the sink, I'm washing stuff, I'm scrubbing, I feel like I'm getting a move on, and all of a sudden I look behind me and there's 4 customers at the counter all just like staring at me. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, let's go. And thankfully it takes me just about the amount of time to walk from the sink to the counter where the customers are to remember that the customers aren't trying to be awful to me and they're just there because they want some chicken. So I don't blow up, at least not in their face. I blew up on the inside. It's an internal combustion engine inside of me right now, and right now this is the exhaust coming out. I'm smoking. I'm searing. This is dumb, but it's healthy probably. I don't know. I'm not pushing it down. I'm not jarring it up this time. This is something I gotta practice. So, yeah, I mean, all right. Most of the customers, very pleasant. Very pleasant. There's some customers who are like, can I get exactly 2 pounds? 2.03 is a little bit over my budget. It's a little too much. And then I'm like, fine, whatever. Because I just do not have the emotional wherewithal to argue. So, yeah. I am God's greatest capitulator. There are some customers who are even more annoying than that, though. There are some customers who decide to completely destroy the self-serve section, the place where you serve yourself. I get it all nice and set up, and the truck came, so I have to refill it with the stuff from the truck, so that takes a while. I have to organize. I have to put the old stuff in the front, the new stuff in the back. But customers, they're wise to that. They're wise to my tricks. The evils of requesting implicitly that you take the older product before the new stuff. They're wise to this trick, and they don't. What they do is they dig out all of the stuff from the front, and then they select something from the back. And they're like, oh, I don't think I want this thing that's gonna expire in 6 days. I'd rather have the thing that expires in 9 days, even though I'm gonna eat this in 2 days. And, they don't put it back. They don't put it away all nice how I had it. They just leave it all scattered about for me to discover later when I'm already behind. There have been times where the customers have been bold enough to pull this maneuver while I'm out there organizing things. And this is when I take this little bit of power that I have, and I just kind of look at them. I just gotta stare at them. Like, they're looking through there, so they're pretending not to notice me, but I know they can notice me. I know they know I'm looking at them. And then, that's when they put it back. They need the shame. The shame. We need to start shaming people more. Implicitly, it's fine, silently. Just give them a look to know that they're being weird and annoying. It's fine. It's good for society, probably. But yeah, it's just been an exhausting day. Physically, carrying all those boxes back and forth. Feeling emotionally dead because I'm just working a job where I'm exhausting myself completely. And then at the end of the day, I'm getting paid the exact same amount I would on an easy day. Like, if I had worked on something of my own, like a project for a video, for some artwork, for anything like that, as hard as I work today, at the end of the day, I would be so proud of myself, and I'd be so excited at the amount of progression I'd feel like sustained with joy, and I feel like I could carry that to the next part of the project, because I feel like, okay, this is moving me forward. But when I'm at this job that I don't care about, I want to do a good job, and I do a good job. I care about doing a good job because I know there are other people working there, and they don't care about it either. They're there because they need a paycheck. I get it, and I want to be the kind of person that supports them and have them support me too. But it's just like having all of that to do with not much help. And then at the end of the day, I come home exhausted and decide, hey, maybe I want to do something creatively, except I'm exhausted from the thing that's not going to excel me towards a future that I want to live in. I don't know. I guess it relates back to the running thing, getting injured. It just feels like I'm expending effort and then it just, doesn't take me anywhere because something happens where I stop. With the running, I care about the running and I have to stop. But I don't care about the job and I have to work even harder. It just feels backwards, doesn't it? I don't exactly have a uplifting conclusion to this. This is more just a rant, but I don't know. I guess I made something out of it. So if you're out there working a job you don't like or living a life that you don't love, that you wish you could get out of or change, I don't know. I feel you. And there's obviously many other people out there who have it much harder than me. You deserve to get paid more. Find a way to make that happen. I hope you do. If you like the video, like the video. If you don't like the video, like it ironically. If you plan on leaving a comment, please note that I'm not taking any criticism today. Better luck tomorrow. Later, man.